Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? It is Thursday. I just got home from work a little bit ago and took care of the groceries and the chickens and all the things and got rained on. It's been raining all day. Actually, I'm very happy for the rain today because they couldn't pave the road at work, so I didn't have to close. But I had a few minutes and I was getting ready to start a painting and I thought I'd bring you along. So if you hop on, please say hello. And I know this page is all dirty. I've actually come to the end of this journal. And waste not, want not. I'm starting on the back. So apparently I got a little carried away at some point and already got paint on this page, but I'm gonna go with it. And I thought since it's such a dreary day, it'd be fun to do something whimsical and lighthearted and bright, breaking out all the colors and just having fun with it. With the owl, kind of the trick with the owl is the eyes. I used a thing of wax to outline his eyes, and then I just used a quarter to do the inner eye. So that's really the hardest part of the whole thing, is getting the circle as far as precision goes. Well, anyways, Helen, if you're on there today, you better say hello. This one's for you. Oh, girlie I work with, she wanted to know if I was going to be painting today, and I told her I didn't know. I had the chickens in the rain and being at work today and all that. I never know what I'm going to get into when I get home. So I'm just using a shabby chip brush. I am not washing it. I am dabbing in the colors and letting the paint fly, letting everybody blend. I can go back and add more brightness after it dries if I find in some spots I need something more. And I'm not going to paint this over where the owl is going to be. But I just want to let those colors blend together and just kind of have a bright and crazy background. I probably will come back with some streaks of yellow and some streaks of red just to get it going. So what's the weather where you guys are today? I'm going to wash it and do a little more yellow. Is it raining? Is it sunny? Like I said, we've had rain all day, but I have had the worst allergies all week with this weather that we've been having. It was like 80 degrees on Monday, and then freezing and raining, and just, I don't even know. It's really getting old. Mother Nature doesn't know what the weather is. She's just making something up every day. But as you can see, I'm just picking and choosing and dabbing, just because I wanted something bright. Actually didn't want to get too much blue by my pretty little owl. I'll wash again to do more yellow. The yellow is the only one you really cannot do with a dirty brush. There we go. Get some yellow in there. Might as well use it up. Okay. I'll let all of that dry, and then I will come back and do a little touching up. You can see how fun that is already. We're already getting over the whole rainy day blues. A little paint therapy to brighten things up get ready for the evening. Okay. And I think I will take my black and just outline where I'm going so you guys can see. I'm going to need some white too. I might as well get that out too. There we go. So there we go. Let's just do an outline so you guys can see, because I know you can't see where my chalk lines are on here. So I'm just going to add some water to the black. You see that? You can't see that. Just add water to the black using a little thin brush. I wonder if I should put this back down so you guys can see, because I don't care if I get paint on it. But if you have something round you can trace on, life made easy. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, owls have huge eyes, so just pick out anything round that works for you and go with it. Let's see. There we go. And we can go ahead and do the inner eyes as well, right? I don't move my quarter. Use what you have, right? Something a little thicker than a quarter might have been a good idea. That'll work. So again, I'm just dabbing into my black that's already watered down and rolling my brush off. Nice and simple. There we go. Hardest part of the whole piece already coming together, right? And then go back to one of my angled brushes, which you guys know is my favorite. And this isn't dry up here, so I'm going to start down below. I need some clean yellow. It doesn't have craziness in it. I think I'm going to add a little bit of white to it. So as you know, that yellow can be really thin and transparent, so adding a little white to it tends to thicken it up and make it behave a little better for me, as much as paint behaves. Go. And let's just start with the beak. And if yours comes out too light, then just go ahead and do a second coat on it. Simple enough. As you can see, I'm painting over this dirty canvas, so it may take a couple of coats to go over that purple that's underneath there, and that's okay. You can see that good. I might go back and change his beak to orange just for the brightness. I don't know. We'll see. Or her beak. I think it could be a girl. Maybe Olive the Owl. I don't know. Alright, so the reason I didn't want to get too much blue in here is because I wanted to do her in blue and purple, just for the brightness of it. So we'll start just grabbing some blues and purples and starting to give her a face. I'm going to get some more purple in here where I got, maybe some purple and white here where I got into that blue. I'm just giving her some pretty little feathers, and I'm not worried about the colors mixing together. I've got some Mostly I'm doing blue and purple, but you can see there's still some yellow on my brush. I've dabbed into the white. So all sorts of craziness going down, which is what is fun about doing a whimsical painting, in my opinion. And on a day as dark and rainy as today, how can you go wrong? So I'm just kind of giving her a bib or an apron, I don't know what you would call it, an outline of that so that face comes out separate from the body. Now I'm going to go into the body. I'm going to, again, I'm dabbing blue, purple, white dabs. And we're going to bring her down with longer strokes in the body. And get back up in here. A little bit longer. And just giving her lots of feathers, right? You see how that background that I had that was all crazy is starting to disappear. Just painting right over it. I feel like she should have a little bit more lightness up in here. So I'm going to come back with that white and purple and really define that a little bit more. Just giving her more feathers. Good, good. That purple and white again, go right underneath here. Get up to that beak. Try to stay true to those eyes as much as you can. There we go. I'm starting to see her come together, guys. Boy, I hope I'm on the right page. I never know when it's silent for this long. It's either a time where nobody's around or I'm on completely the wrong page again and we'll have to delete this whole thing. I really hope that's not the case, but I've done it before. Guess we'll find out, huh? All right, I think that's dry enough. You're starting to see where I'm going. I'll do something a little funky and fun here in just a second, you guys. All right. And the blue. More blue. Isn't she cute? And the blue. Just going around her eyes and winging out like a winged eyeliner. And if any of you have that talent, God bless, because I cannot do winged eyeliner to save my soul, but I do think it looks pretty cool. Alright, so let's go back into the purple and white and fill this in. And a little more feathers up here. Fill that in. Again, I'm just dabbing in the purple and dabbing in the white. Giving her some texture. You know, I love some textured painting. And if you do feel like her eyes are getting lost in here, I'm going to add some white to my blue, lighten it up. Just make a little bit lighter of a shade. Go back over these eyes and see if they'll pop a little more. It's still pretty dark. Add some more white to it. That's the nice thing about painting, guys. It's very forgiving. If you feel like something's not standing out, if you just add a little white or a little black to your paint, change that shade, you can make it stand out. Also, with doing some edging and some lining is a good way to also make it stand out. I think because that's so cute, I'm going to use that same color in her eyeballs. And I am going to have to go in and paint the white because of all this other paint that's in here. So, and that's just because I'm using the back of a page in my journal and it's dirty. So, no big thing there. Here we go. Let's get some clean white and see if we can clean up those eyeballs. If not, she'll get a different shade. It's a nice thing about doing a whimsical, fun painting. You can do it any shade you want. And as you can see, there's still some blue in my brush. So it's kind of a purpley white. And I really kind of like that. So I'm going to actually go ahead and be intentional with it. And add just a smidge of purple to my white so that I have enough to do both eyes in that same shade. There we go. So if any of you thought an owl was an intimidating painting, I hope you're going to watch this and try it with your own colors and shades and realize how simple and fun it can be. And apparently I can't talk and paint owl eyes at the same time. Who knew? Okay. When this all dries, I will put my same containers back down and redo the black outline on those eyes. Normally I would wait and do it at the end, but I wanted you guys to be able to see where I was going. I would have just left it and filled in my chalk. But I wanted you to be able to see where I was headed with that. All right, let me just rinse my brush. So pretty much, you guys, I've used just a couple of brushes on this whole thing. And even though I got out all the colors, I didn't get too carried away. Going in with some white, just to pop her up a little. I almost thought about giving her some lids and lashes. That'd be kind of fun, right? Just to snazz her up a little. Let's do some of these long feathers down in here so you can really see. Not bad for a rainy day painting. I know I feel happier about it. I think I'm gonna just a little bit in here. That's better. What do you think? Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Dry my brush a little bit and come back in with some more. Yeah, I need that bigger brush I had. It's mostly dry. And with just a little more yellow up in here, where it got a little more blended, not as bright as I was hoping for. I don't get too carried away because I don't want to get into my owl. Just to break up a few spots that got a little dark. There we go. That's much better. Much better. All right. We'll do a little black lining. My eyes are not dry enough to draw around those, but we'll leave those for now. Just going to go over her eyebrows a little bit. Dots and dashes, not full dots and dashes, not full lines, just playing with it. Keeping it light and whimsical. Right? I'll draw this out on her nose a little bit. Her beak. Good, good. So I guess the question is, do I leave her bug-eyed or do I go back and put those eyelids on her? Which I originally was going to do, but now I kind of like her just the way she is. I think I'm going to leave her. I don't know if it's dry enough to line around those eyes too much yet. Let's see. It's only paint, you guys. If it's not dry enough, come back and do it later. That's good. I think I'm going to put the eyelids in, you guys. I think I'm going to put the eyelids in. I can't help myself. I feel like she needs them, and she needs the eyelashes. I don't know. I might regret this. We'll find out. Have faith, right? Let's take a vote later. See if you liked her better before. Before or after eyelids and lashes. Could go either way. I wanted to keep her light and airy, and now I'm adding more black. You guys know I can't do a painting without some black. I love my bright colors, but tend to need this as well. Oh, see, I think that's going to be better. There we go. Let's do over here. And I'm not worried if it's exactly a straight line or if it's exactly, you know, nobody's perfect. We just enjoy the process And by doing whimsical paintings like this, there's a lot of forgiveness in this paint. So it's just whatever you like, whatever is pleasing to your eyes. I'm just going to come down over that eyeball just a little bit. Like her lids are heavy. Oh yeah, I like that better. Okay, then get that little brush out again I was using. I know I always tell you don't leave your brushes in the water. What am I doing? Yeah. Live and learn. So again, I'm going into that black that I've wet down over here. Rolling off my brush. Let's just, oh, that's so wet. I just put my hand in it. Let's just there, sweetheart. The only other thing I would like to see is a little white in her eyes. So I'm going to grab a clean brush for the white. Just a little itty bitty. Just do a little light. Reflection there. And if it doesn't come out how you like it, just grab your purple and go back. It's not a big deal. If you think it came out, I don't know, however you think it came out, just grab your purple. I guess we used a blue, didn't we? We used that blue in there. Whatever. Go right over it till you get it to what you want it to be. Like I said, when she's completely dry, I can take those quarters that I used and lay them back down and even up those lines so that they're round, if that is bothersome to you. I think the white was too white, so I'm going to take the white and purple, mix them together. Just not feeling the white because I didn't put any white in her eyes. Give her a dab. I am just not loving her eyeballs, you guys. You ever have one of those times? You know me. You don't love it? Fix it. My blue and my white. She's gonna have some thick eyeballs if I don't stop messing with her. Shows you how you can fix things, though, if you're not loving the process. And that's, again, why I do all of my, almost all of my paintings go in a journal just for me. And then I can tweak them and play with them and get them just so before I ever consider putting them on a canvas. So it's a really good way to practice and to get a feel for what you like and what you don't like. And use the back of my brush, that's better anyways, except for it's so thick now from all this paint on here. But there. I'm gonna stop messing with her eyeballs. Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, that's some art therapy on a rainy afternoon. If this was a canvas, I would go ahead and do black edging on it, just to finish her off. I'm just randomly putting a little black in because, you know, I like it that way. And if her eyes were dry, I would go back and fix those circles with a quarter, but they're not. And I put so many layers on there, it's going to be a while. But anyways, quick, easy, bright afternoon paint therapy. Not bad for just throwing things down. I hope that you'll watch this and you'll consider giving it a try, play around with it, and not be intimidated by the owls. All right. Have a good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. If you drop in on the replay, say replay, and say hello if you're here, and feel free to share. I always appreciate that. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.